Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Hilda Fadila. I'm from SMKS Bina Cendekia Cirebon, representative from Cirebon district. Today I will discuss why and how hypertension or high blood pressure can cause stroke. As we know, stroke is prone to attack in old age. What is the process from hypertension or high blood pressure to stroke? Don't forget, we will also discuss tips and why to prevent it, especially for elderly people who experience hypertension or high blood pressure. Want to know anything? Watch the video until the end. Before discussing the cause of the third cardiovascular disease, cardiovascular disease caused by disorder of the blood vessels, for example, hypertension and stroke. Stroke is one of the high cause of death and disability in Indonesia. Stroke itself is defined as neurological deficit or paralysis caused by problems with circulation or rupture of vessels in the brain. This disease is often associated with hypertension or high blood pressure. Whereas hypertension or high blood pressure itself is a condition where a person has blood pressure above 114 to 19. But what does this number actually describe? This number actually describes the pressure experienced by the walls of our blood vessels when blood flows throughout the body. Well, there are two numbers in that number. The first number is the pressure carried by the blood vessels when the heart contracts. Meanwhile, the second number is the pressure received by the blood vessel when the heart relaxes. Now the question is, can hypertension or high blood pressure cause a treatable disease, namely stroke? So, let's discuss our body, especially blood vessels. In people with hypertension or high blood pressure, this flow is very strong and the pressure is high, so that the load experienced by the blood vessels walls is also very high. Over time, this very high flow can damage the walls of the blood vessels. The stress or pressure experienced by the blood vessels walls in people with hypertension cause one of the layers of the blood vessels to peel off. So, what happens if this is all to happen? Apart from carrying oxygen, our blood also transports food essences throughout the body and including fat in the form of cholesterol. So, if the blood vessels are damaged, their healing lay open due to an increase in blood pressure. Then the cholesterol in our body can stick to the walls of the damaged blood vessels. This causes the formation or plaque or amount of fat or cholesterol, which causes narrowing of the surface of the blood vessels, resulting in a problem with blood flow, whether in the brain or to other blood vessels. If this continues, the plaque will become increasingly resistant and thrombi or blood clots will also form, completely blocking the blood vessels. This can cause ischemic stroke or stroke caused by blockage or blood vessels. But apart from the above process, there are also other processes that can cause hemorrhagic stroke or bleeding stroke. Usually hemorrhagic stroke or bleeding stroke is caused by rupture of blood vessels. Why the blood vessel can be ruptured? Again, one of the causes is hypertension or high blood pressure. When the pressure rectified by the blood vessel is high, it can cause damage to the lining of the blood vessels. The result is an aneurysm of sac resulting from damage to the walls of the blood vessels. Now, this sac or bulge occurs, causing this blood vessel to become vulnerable and become ruptured. Because this one is similar, is hypertension or high blood pressure continues to be allowed to form. These sacs can cause blood vessels to burst at any time. Worse than a stroke due to a blockage cause, if bleeding occurs in the brain, the volume from a source of the bleeding will be trapped in the skull bone, which has a fixed wall, so there will be a very high increase in pressure in the brain. This can trigger death. So, how do we prevent stroke events so we now have hypertension or high blood pressure? Basically, each person has different method. Each person has their own sensitivity to therapy of lifestyle change, so it cannot be correlated. Activity for at least 30 minutes a day. It is better for you to add 3 to 4 portions of fruit and vegetables every day. Also, check the food's nutrition label to see the salt and fat content in it. It is no less important to manage stress and sleep at least 7 hours a day. Check your blood pressure regularly at the nearest patient or clinic. Check it every month or once every 2 months. You are a fighter. A fighter does not give up and does not back down. Take up your sword and fight. Think about health, not disease. Thank you for watching. See you another day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.